Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With that, it's time for the AFC Championship. And to call the action, as they have all year, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And yes, Larry, white stuff is on the ground and in the air. 3 inches fell overnight, and we expect more as this game wears on. Should be interesting here at MetLife Stadium, just outside of New York City. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl, and it'll be a great one between the Houston Texans and the New York Jets.
The kickoff goes to the end zone for a touchdown.
Strong right, strong right.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
Detroit! Four down. Alert! Leopard! Shift! Now let's go!
They start this with a run for Powell, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. With the snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Anything moves, we hit it. Yeah.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Tight end to the right, boys. Tight end to the right. Move.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
No.
Detroit. Here we go now. Boom. Over.
Safety's creeping.
They'll need to get the play off quickly.
Watch the edge.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
All right, now, lucky 56.
We got three, fellas. We got
Detroit. Back to Leopard.
Play clock winding down. Petty now. He's got Curse. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
What you got? Huh? What you got? Huh? Not in my house, baby. Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
All right, here we go. Green. All right, now, lucky 56.
And now here's a carry heading left. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
I got him.
Now let's go. Green. Gun.
Shit.
Gun. Over. Gun.
Back to throw. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And a great spot to start this drive from here.
Check safety.
Come on, let's go.
Mike 56.
Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Flex
Halfback sent in motion. On second down, here's Watson. Right side, caught Fedorowicz. And he's brought down. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
Come on, let's go.
A first down carry now for Miller.
Crash.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans.
Let's go.
Lamar Miller, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Texans have taken the early lead. And maybe starting the campaign for another Offensive Player of the Week award in the AFC.
Yeah, strike up the band, right? They're going to lead him along, and the band being that offensive line, he's locked into the rhythm of what they're doing up front, and he's definitely off to that great start, a second straight week.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. And now out come the Jets.
Double tight, double tight.
All right, here we go.
Three
Blue
down.
landing. Gun. The trigger. Leopard.
Check. Hatchet.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's got room. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit.
Tight right.
Here we go. Flex round. Flex. Come on, let's go. White 90. Flex round. Let's go. Flex round. 38.
Joker.
In motion is Fedorowicz.
Go.
They'll toss it to Miller. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Hey, we got right. We got right.
Come on, Ohio.
I got wide.
Flex round. Ohio.
Switch it. Come on, switch
Ohio.
it.
Here we go. Ohio.
Watson hands to Miller on the draw. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Shakedown. It's the shakedown, baby. Yeah.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
Let's go. White 90. Flex round. Flex round. Ohio.
Check. Fresno.
And the back goes into motion. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right.
Flex round. Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
Stand up over there.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Lamar Miller with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Texans will extend their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized
That's
it.
a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky. Set. 319. Detroit. Detroit. Now, here we go. Check. Patriot. Blue 90.
They begin with a carry for Powell. And some space here. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Now a play fake here on first down. Trying to lay one up deep. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Absolutely. Very well could have been a third interception in half number 1. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down.
No. Check. Patriot. Here we go. Now. Check. Patriot. All right, now, lucky 56.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
Hey.
No. Check. Patriot. No. Check. No. Check. Patriot. Here we go now. Detroit.
And he's brought down. 10 more there and another first down. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10.
We got double tight.
Here we go now.
Now a handoff here to his running back. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
We got tight left.
Here we go now.
4 down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Blue 90.
4 down. Check.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Check the call.
Detroit.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a third down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually...
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Texans scoop it. And a big turnover. His guys will get the football back.
Going the other way.
And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened. First, if the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
That's it. That's it. Big hit. Double tight. Double tight. Double tight.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
I got 11.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Set.
On the give, this is their fullback. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player, as well as a physical specimen.
Man left, man left.
Leopard. Leopard. Green 39. Green 39. Gun.
Jam him.
Gun.
Shift. Pick the edge.
Gun.
Come.
Hurry up. Black 99 Philly. Here we go.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Hey, boys,
Set.
got 4.
Blue 90. Leopard.
36.
Over. No. Check. Patriot. Over.
Hey, watch edge.
On the ground, Forte. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Matt Forte, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jets have made this a 1-score game. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways. But right now, you got to like what they're...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Coney Ely in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Strong right, strong right, strong right.
Here we go.
To throw on second is Watson. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. A minute 57 to go in this first half. Back with more of the AFC Championship game after this.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
Ohio. Come on, let's go.
3 down, 3 down.
Flex round. Flex round. Let's go.
Ohio.
Ohio. Let's go. What?
From the gun on third, Watson. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a first down.
Let's go. Ohio.
56
Ohio.
Mike.
Flex round. Flex round.
What we got? What we
Flex
got?
round. Flex round.
Out of the gun, Watson. Steps away to his left. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Burris. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Detroit.
Time to go. Night.
Over.
Check 37.
And to give this time to the tailback. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
All day, baby.
Two tights. Set. 3-19. Over. Leopard.
Here's Patty. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down in bounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Watch it now, Barney.
Watch the twist.
Detroit. Here we go. Detroit.
Check 3.
Watch it now, Barney.
Showing 8.
Gun.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's going to be out of bounds down to the 25. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Tight on this side, boys. Tight on the left. Tight on the left. Move.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And now the offense operates in the red zone.
Tight ends left. Tight ends left.
Set. No. Leopard. Leopard.
We got 4 down.
Black 99 Philly. Here we go.
Kill.
Leopard.
Turn it out.
And now a carry here for their fullback. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The Jets on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll set up to throw. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left.
65.
And he'll give it here to his running back. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl, as we send you down to Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Here comes Bruce Ellington on the return. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters, as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace, because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Second down following the run.
Tight right.
Ohio. Here we go. Flex right. Ohio.
They'll run it again with Miller. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up.
They don't want it, fellas. They don't.
Flex round. Here we go. Red 38. Red 38.
Woo! Let's get it.
Flex round.
Check 4.
Come on, Ohio.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And how about the dime look here? 6 DBs on 3rd and inches.
Daring them to run the ball.
Flex round. Here we go.
Check 4. Go.
Flex round.
Big edge.
Come on, let's go. White 90.
They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Left. Watch left.
Let's go. Flex
10th carry now for Lamar Miller. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. You might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. They'll try the air now with Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 8 yards in the completion, but now they face third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Flex round! SOS!
Watson on third down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Darren Lee coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be fourth down. Here's Shane Leckler now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Now this is fielded in the end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 20-yard line. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And they will take over with a football just outside of the 10 at the 12-yard line.
We've got plenty of weather here today. We've got some snow going on, and they've come out of a dome. And there have been two ways of getting ready for this. Some have said, don't worry about the weather. Just practice in your normal conditions and handle it on game day. And others have said, find some weather, find some conditions somewhere, and try and get ready. What do you think?
Well, whatever the preparation there, the snow causing the fumble. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Miller. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. So they're going to go for 2.
There we go. That's a touchdown. That's a touchdown right there.
Let's go!
From the gun, here's Watson. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. What's that word again? Symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight right.
Now let's go! Green, 39! Gun! Over!
Time running out here on the play clock.
Check, Patriot!
Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Here we go now!
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 30. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
Nice pick.
This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
Now let's go!
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
So this brings up a 2nd and 2.
Watch number 29. Now let's go. Green,
Single
39.
receiver, single receiver.
Green,
Hey,
39. All right, now
over
look at
there.
56.
Single receiver.
Leopard.
And they give this time to the tailback. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally. Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. Here's Ellington. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
Single. I got a single in the slot.
Let's go.
They go play action here on 1st down. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Fuller. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Double tight, guys. Double tight.
Here we go.
Hey,
Ohio.
We got three.
Ohio.
Three down.
Ohio.
Shit.
Ohio.
Watson going to give this one to Miller. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12.
Come on, let's go.
We got three, fellas.
Here's Watson. And his throw here's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. The catch made by Miller. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st.
Let's go. What? Ohio.
We got 3.
So the D-line's going to spread out.
We got 3. Let's go.
Now Watson throwing the out route and complete. It's Fuller. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Nice hit, boy.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
Hey, guys, I got 15. 15's mine. I'm taking them.
Come on, let's go. What? 90.
Bunch set.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. That one good for 12 yards. And it'll make it a 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And here we go on 1st and goal.
Watch tight.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Let's go, Ohio! Ohio!
3 down,
Flex
3
round,
down.
let's go,
Flex,
Ohio!
check. 3
Ohio!
down.
Flex round!
Again, it's Watson. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins from 6 yards away. And the Texans will add on to their lead. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it. All right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Woo, woo. Yeah, baby. Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
Here we go!
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Here we go now!
Hey,
Blue landing!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Powell. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Let's go, D.
Back in! All right, here we go. Barney!
And he'll give it here to his running back. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Forte. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
Hurry up, here we go! Watch it now, Barney!
Hey. 4 down.
Leopard!
You go tight. You got tight.
Here we go!
And a give this time to the tailback. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Tight right.
All right, here we go.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Colby Listenby, 28 yards. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit.
This is similar to baseball where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
Double tight.
Flex round. Flex
Here
round.
we go.
Three down.
Three down.
Flex round. Flex round.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third. The Texans on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Let's go. What? 90.
They'll try the right side here with Miller. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down. Here's Shane Leckler now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. So out now come the Jets.
Watch right.
Now let's go. Green 39. Watch it now, Barney. All right, now lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go.
They start the drive with a give to Powell. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Run. The leg. Get there. That's it, baby. Oh, yeah.
Number 29, the ball carrier on the play. Number 8.
Tight as Ringo. Tight as on the Ringo.
They go again with Powell. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On 3rd down, that's Powell. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
They were stopped on that play. We've had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
It's his target, the tight end, Will Tye. Give him 5 on the play there, and that's good for a Jet first down.
Tight end left.
Set. Green.
Now back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores, want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Strong right.
Here we go now. Green.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Watch tight end. We got 3.
Now let's go.
Fellas. We
3,
got 3.
tag 99 Philly. Here we go. No. Check. Patriot. Leopard. Here we go.
Now a handoff running right, Forte. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Matt Forte, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. He's doing his part, but still facing a sizable deficit.
And he would like to do more, but he needs help from the other 2/3, right? He needs his defense to bow up a little bit, and he also needs special teams to maybe create some big plays and help them get back in it.
Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays for one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Double tight. Odd on. 5
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Charles, let's focus for a second on the losing side. In a couple months, they may look back and say, wow, it was a great season. But right now, I guarantee they're feeling no sugarcoating on this one.
And you can already see the T-shirts at training camp next year, can't you? Unfinished business. Because they've got to find a way to motivate these guys to go through all the same pain, right? All the same tough stuff, and find their way back and give themselves a chance to win this game again next year.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles